Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Michael Sonnenshein, Managing Director at Grayscale, to discuss the investment case for Ethereum and educating and informing regulators in the digital asset space. Michael, welcome back to Trade Talks. And I feel like every time you come on the show, we just have a lot to cover. There's certainly a lot of news out.
We do. Thank you for having me back.
Of course, you got it. And let's talk about the new administration and a new Treasury Secretary. It's important for the industry to continue the work of educating and informing regulators about the space. What is Grayscale doing to support this effort?
Absolutely. I think it's probably now more important than ever. We've chosen to support a couple of different groups down in DC. One of them is called Coin Center, which is the leading think tank that broadly represents the blockchain industry. And so in just the last few weeks, we actually announced a pretty public $1 million donation to Coin Center, and then also instituted a matching campaign through the month of February to donate up to an additional $1 million in matching donations. And so this is really the group of folks that's out in front of policymakers and regulators just to ensure that when legislation does pass across their desks, they're approaching it in a very informed way.
How is the ecosystem continuing to expand?
Oh, wow. There are new funds entering our space every day. We just saw the launch of the CME Ether futures. We'd be remiss to not mention the fact that just today, Tesla announced that they've added $1.5 billion of Bitcoin to their balance sheet. So I think not a day goes by where we're not either seeing some new avenue for investment or additional participation from incumbents or maybe folks that we wouldn't otherwise have seen be involved in the space.
Why is there increasing attention to Ethereum? Explain to the audience how it compares to Bitcoin.
Well, I think Bitcoin has certainly solidified its role as a store of value or as a digital gold, whereas Ethereum has really started to cement itself as an asset that can really underpin a lot of the financial infrastructure. So there's been the emergence of this concept of DeFi or decentralized finance, and Ethereum really being used as a substrate to power a lot of those initiatives. And so you've seen Ethereum not only hit all-time highs, but also really solidify its role alongside Bitcoin and really demonstrate some staying power.
And tell us about the Valuing Ethereum report and the different ways an investor can think about Ethereum.
Well, a few months back, we published a report called Valuing Bitcoin, which was met with a lot of success. And as a follow-up to that report, we wanted to publish on Ethereum. These, unfortunately, are assets, each Bitcoin and Ethereum, that investors can't really apply typical methodologies towards them for valuation, like a discounted cash flow or something to that effect. And so the report really explores Ethereum as a form of money, as a consumable commodity, and then also as an interest-bearing asset. And so we definitely invite folks to visit the Grayscale website to read the report.
All right, Michael, great to see you as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.